Health doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And if we don't pay attention, we might miss it. Welcome to Health Unfiltered, a series by Fullerton Health. Here, real people share the moment they choose to pause, check in, and take charge of their health. These are stories of courage, of early detection, and of lives changed not by symptoms, but by a single decision. Because behind every diagnosis is a voice, a family, a future, and a reminder that the best time to act is before it's too late. I'm your host, Veronica, and I invite you to listen, reflect, and be inspired. This is Health Unfiltered. Let's begin. Today, we sit down with Desmond Seah, fit, active, and just 49 when he was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer. His story is a powerful reminder that illness doesn't always come with warning signs, and trusting your instinct and showing up for your health can make all the difference. Hi, Desmond. Thank you for joining us. Maybe we could start by you sharing a little with us about yourself, a day in the life of Desmond.
Hi, Veronica. Thanks for having me here and allowing me to share my story. So, I've been working as a business development manager in a healthcare company over the last 3 years. Ever since I joined, because I was heading the department, one of the requirements was to actually test out the health screening center. So, but in any case, it was a good timing because I was supposed to do my annual health screening, which I do once every 2 years. I lead a very active lifestyle, 2 beautiful daughters, age 14 and 23.
Before your diagnosis, did it ever occur to you that your body might not be in tip-top condition?
Not at all. No symptoms. I think the only thing is tiredness, but working late hours, you have a tendency to just feel tired. Caffeine overdose to keep myself awake. So nothing extraordinary in terms of symptoms, abnormalities, and I didn't think I would have cancer in the first place. Yeah.
And just at 49, what actually compelled you to do your health screening?
I deliberately do it once every 2 years after 40. But so happened during COVID, that kind of took a 2.5 year pause. By chance, when I was with the healthcare company, I am supposed to test out the product, which is a health screening center. So that was timely that I went for it. Lo and behold, I guess after completing the test, the medical director called me directly and said, we have to speak.
Yeah.
And that was when it was raised to me that my PSA levels, which is a cancer marker for prostate, was elevated above the normal range, especially in my age group.
Yeah.
Right. So it was something like 7.9 versus the limit of about 4 in my age group. So, of course, that then started me thinking, what's next? Yeah. What's next was something which the medical director had advised me to seek specialist treatment, advice to see what's next. Yeah, so that's where he made an appointment to a urologist, which I know because it was the same urologist that took care of my father.
Your dad also had the same?
So yes, my father had the same prostate cancer, but he was diagnosed at 60. Yeah.
And you're much younger.
And I'm much younger, yes.
So when you heard the word stage 2 from the doctor, what raced through your mind?
Actually, in the past I used to be in insurance. I wasn't too concerned with the staging. Being a bit more engineering background, looking at the scans and what the specialist shared with me was whether the cancer cells was contained within the prostate or was it breaching the wall. So far, the MRI hotspot showed it's within. The biopsy that followed it just confirms the presence of the malignant cell. After that, it was really down to deciding what I should do in terms of the treatment plan.
So it sounded like you were very well aware of what you need to do every step of the way. Was there any point in time where you felt that this is not real, that you were in denial and you didn't like what you're going through?
Putting things in perspective, this is not my first experience with cancer in my family. So my father had cancer, my late wife had cancer and passed on from that. Although different types of cancer, I think during this process, I've kind of been well prepared for any eventuality. And it goes in the family where we are very positive from the perspective of, it's no point dwelling in what could it have been, but it's just a matter of what's the next step we can take with whatever diagnosis I had.
And you shared about your treatment journey. Was there somebody in your life or a friend or somebody that you love that was going through this journey with you? And did that help you with getting well very much faster?
Family was definitely around. So like my previous experience within the family, we are quite close. So I've had my brother, my mom to kind of support my family, especially my two girls. And because of my previous background, fortunate to have quite a lot of friends in the medical fraternity. So one message out to, I think, 20 over people, all of them doctors, specialists. All I needed to know is who is the best in town for each of the respective treatments. I was advised to either do a surgery or radiotherapy. So that's what I went on to do. Kind of interviewed 6 different specialists, 3 on both sides. Both sides meaning 3 from the radiology faculty, and then the other 3 is the surgery faculty. Yeah. So they've pretty much advised for me to go for surgery, considering my age, young age, no other health symptoms. So removal of the prostate, prostatectomy is kind of the gold standard. Of course, at that point in time, there are 2 concerns. One is urine incontinence and erectile dysfunction. So I think as a guy, that's something like, oh no, if I go for surgery, what's going to happen to me? But fortunate enough, 2 of the radiologists who were heads of department at different hospitals advised me that they won't even take my case because it's too risky to do the radiology considering of my age. Because my understanding from them is once you do radiotherapy, if it wasn't successful, it's very difficult for the surgeon to do any repairs. Actually, it kind of helped me to narrow down to decide on the prostatectomy.
So now if you look back, was there anything you wish you could have done differently to even avoid this or to,
Nothing that I can think of that I would do differently. But it's also maintaining the discipline. So I think COVID is just threw a spanner in the works for me in terms of getting my health screening done early. Bottom line is we are responsible for ourselves. And when we say ourselves, be it single or married, you have a family behind you. So you're also therefore indirectly responsible for your family. So what does responsibility entail? It's like for me, I've done up my will. I will constantly go for my health screening. And for health screening purposes, you need to fix whether it's annual or biannually a time and just go for it. It's really no excuse to say that, oh, I'm busy at work. Then who's responsible for your health other than yourself?
What do you say resonate with me? Take care of yourself before you can take care of your loved ones.
Yes.
And I think that's a very important reminder to all of us. And so Desmond, if there is one thing that you want to tell people or any person that might be very fearful of knowing the truth, or they are too busy and they deny, they really just don't want to do health screening, what is one message you have for them?
Think not of yourself, but of the family that is behind you. They are probably the energy, the soul that will probably propel you to do what's right. So health screening is by no means something to be postponed. It's very vital because early detection does help. In my case, if I had delayed it by another 6 months, the cancer would have breached the prostate wall, and the treatment plan is very, very different. So for me, I am fortunate not to have the requirement of chemo because it didn't breach the wall. So removing the prostate was let's say, the best of the worst of illnesses. So don't delay. The early you get diagnosed, or if you get diagnosed, the faster your recovery.
So Desmond, hearing your story, it saddens me as well. What you had to go through with your father, with your wife, your late wife, and yourself. It must have been very, very difficult for your children. Can you share a little bit with us on their perspective, the journey they had to go through?
There's always two schools of thought. One, keep it quiet. Two, let them know. For us, it was letting them know. The key thing is to let them know what is the process after, and not dwell too much into focusing on the cancer. So with the kids, we have actually brought them along to see how the process of chemotherapy is like for my late wife, even for my father. So for myself, I had the surgery, so they were waiting outside the surgery room for me. And so at every point in time, it's assuring the kids that yes, we cannot control the outcomes, but we can be prepared. I think they are also processing together with myself, or my late wife and my late father. So information to them is vital. Teaching them actually is life lessons for them on how to be prepared, so that they are prepared for their own family in the future.
And you mentioned just now that because of this whole journey that you have to go through so many times in your family, the family is closer and it's very bonded, right?
Oh,
so
yes.
I think that's the good thing
that's the outcome.
Out of it,
we were close, but not that close. But through these experiences, we became a lot closer. Yes, and the family support, be it my immediate family or my extended family, and also the gathering of my friends. So far, that has been also very encouraging for myself, because they would like surround myself and the family with meals, with our laughters. So that's a good way to always look positive and stay ahead.
Thanks. I do have one last question to wrap this up. If you could only touch one heart with your story, what is the message you want to send to the person? Responsibility.
We are responsible for ourselves. And that actually goes a long way, especially when you have family. So just be responsible for yourself, take ownership, get the health screening in your calendar, get your gym in the calendar, and just do it. Work will always be there. If it's not, then we would be unemployed.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Desmond, for your time and for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, most welcome.
He was 49, fit, no symptoms. But cancer doesn't ask your age. That screening prompted by his boss didn't just catch it, it saved him. He's grateful every single day that he didn't wait. A powerful reminder that screening brings answers, not fear. This is Health Unfiltered. Thank you for watching.